Yo, what up, everybody? Jason Trio here with Bittrio.com. Today is Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. And today we got the Axie Infinity Season 20 Balancing Buffer Period. Oh damn, Season 20 is not out, but Axie just launched a new update and tweaked some of these cards here for balance before they drop Season 20 Arena. That's what's up, man. I think that's a good idea. I think it's the first time they did a balancing update before the actual season launch. So let's hop in here and see exactly what changed. So we'll read the little description here. We've just launched a balancing patch. We've released this patch prior to the release of the season to ensure sufficient time for play testing. This should catch any unintended mechanics and consequences of the patch. This means that until Season 20 is formally launched, we may launch hot fixes. Once Season 20 is launched, the card stats mechanics will be static for the season. Well, is that true though? Because they did change. Wasn't it Bone Sale they changed mid-season? So who knows? There may be extraordinary cases where a mechanic slips through. Yeah, I think it was Bone Sale. I think that was the only one they changed like that mid-season. But in those cases, we will signal through our communication channels in advance and ask for community input. Oh, really? That said, we expect this new process to significantly decrease the probability of such a situation arising. Yeah, see, this happened in Season 19, and we heard your feedback loud and clear. Yeah, they made a change, and then shit was broke. Shit was broke. But still, it's been pretty balanced, you know. Just some of the cards, I would say, but for the most part, I think they did a pretty good job with all this stuff just throughout the game. You know, it's been pretty damn balanced. I think there's some things, there's some gripes, but overall, you know, I think it's good. All right, let's just get into the stuffs though, right away here. Oh, you can't even see this shit. It's too damn small, dude. What? That's as much as I got? I can't even read that shit. There used to be a magnifying glass where I could click on it. Oh shit. Let me see if I got another display capture, dude. 4? Which one's this? All right, that's a little better. But then it won't let me scroll. Oh god. All right. Well, that's just freaking tiny, dude. Let me try to make it full screen. Ah, it's still. Why won't it let me zoom in on this thing? All right, whatever. I'm just gonna have to read it, dude. I do have the Card Explorer open, so Graveland. I mean, really? Everybody knows Graveland, right? Here's Graveland right here, baby. So they're making Graveland. They're keeping the attack 30-30, and the description is disable target's melee cards when comboed with another card. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just take this over here and then I'll show this part on the screen. So Gravelant, nothing, right? Is that a nerf? I guess you got to combo with another card. Yeah, that's a kind of a nerf, but I want Gravelant to do more damage. Make it do more damage. Make it I don't know. It's kind of a weird card. Like a total disable it's a big deal, especially when a lot of Axies have melee cards. So whatever, it's not gonna hurt it. I don't think it's gonna hurt it. All right, next up is Twin Tail, Twin Needle. It goes from 40-0 to 35-0. So this was 30-0. They buffed it to 40. Now they're reducing it back down to 35. Next up is Cerestis. Cerestis getting a nerf down from 90-60 to 80-60. Ooh, okay. Cerestis now. Terestus used to do 80, I think. It got buffed and now it got nerfed. And it got nerfed again. That seems to be what's happening. All right, next up, Hero. Can we see these cards on the side? Yeah, we can. All right. Hero. There's multiple cards popping up for some of them. All right, so it's getting nerfed from 60-0 to 55-0. These are just small tweaks, man. These are just small tweaks. Dark Swoop goes from 20. Oh, it's showing 25 here, but I guess it got nerfed even worse before, down to 20. And now it's going to 10. Damn, so Dark Swoop's going to 10? I don't mind it though, because it's not an attack card, and who cares anyway? It works well with the feather, the last stand or something, where it gives you minus 20, minus 40 on your next attack. So as long as you use feather as your last card and then Dark Swoop as your next card, it really don't matter too much. But I think it's still hard for birds with Dark Swoop to kill dusks or reptiles or plants. But beasts, they blow beast up, so maybe this is like a help. This will help the beast live a little bit. I think the beast might have got some shield buffs. All right, next up we got Poupée. Grub Explode gets a nerf from 70-0 to 65-0. For what? Poupée? Was it good? People were rocking this card? I don't remember that shit. Let me see what this looks like. All right. I don't remember this. I think it needs a rework. Deal 200 damage when attacking in last stand. This Axie's last stand ends after an attack, so the best you're hoping for is a draw. So I don't like that. Biden's one of the most popular cards that we've seen come out of season 19. Goes from 0.50 to 0.45. So minus 5 shield on Biden's. Yeah, sure. I mean, all these things like 5, plus 5, minus 5, plus 5, minus 5. Small little balances. Like I said, I think it's pretty well balanced. Oops. All right, next up we got Zigzag. Goes from 60-60 to 55-55. Small nerfs here. Small nerfs. Hair Dagger is the next nerf. Goes from 120-30 to 115-20. Ooh, so even the shield gets nerfed on Hair. So minus 5 attack for Hair Dagger. Minus 10 shield. Hair Dagger super good, still super duper good. Fish Snack. I don't know why this got nerfed. This nerfed, buffed, nerfed, buffed. Goes from 60-90 to 60-80, so minus 10 shield. I didn't think it was OP. I didn't think Fish Snack was OP. Like, the beasts could still bust through it. Thornies, the Terminators, they could still bust through it. You couldn't survive as a bug going up against a double nut Rimp Beast one-on-one. That Rimp Beast would beat the shit out you. And the stun is all you really need for the aquas and the birds. So it did its thing there. I don't really know about this one. I don't agree with Fish Snack nerf. It's only minus 10 shield, but I just don't think it's necessary. It was working as intended from my point of view. All right, Grass Snake, next nerf. Loses 10 shield, so from 20-30 down to 20-20. It's the same thing. It's not really going to affect the card. Same thing with Fish Snack. Fish Snack stuns when you get hit with Aqua or Bird Move. Grass Snake puts poison on it for 0. I mean, we don't care about the attack or the shield, so you can make it 0-0 and it would still be used. So that's okay, you know. Fuck it. 20-20, whatever. Oh no, Anemone! Anemone next on the list. Both of them. Both Anemones getting nerfed down to 70-30. Oh my goodness, from 80-35. I guess this is all right. I kind of would have liked to see some anti-heal instead, because 80-30 wasn't even that tough, or 80-35. So to knock it to 70, yeah, I guess it's all right. But I would have rather seen another anti-heal, like Scarab. Buff Scarab up, which they did finally buff Scarab up. But maybe we see another anti-heal, you know? Another card that comes out and says, nah, you can't heal. I mean, because we got Zigzag, we got Blood Taste, we got Anemone. You know, people are healing like crazy. So having another anti-heal, I think would have been good. You saw that they did it with speed, right? They didn't have a lot of speed cards. It was like Goldfish or Bust. Like, that was it. And they had lagging, but lagging was only one turn. They had Goldfish, and then all of a sudden they came out with all these shits like Arko, fucking Incisor. They had a fucking bunch. Is there another one out this bitch? Croc. They just came out with all these anti-speeds, or just speed manipulation. So I'd like to see some just anti-heal or heal manipulation, which I'm sure we will see, right? It just takes them a little while to get to it, but they will, I'm sure, do that. So Anemone, not a huge deal, but I would have went a different route. All right, Pokey gets a slight nerf, down from 125 attack down to 120. Still keeps its 20 shield, just loses -5 on the attack, and still keeps the text deal 10% additional damage for each allied bug Axie. So we're gonna see Pokey bug, or does it work 3 ways? If you have triple bug, oh shit, triple bug now. You got a little triple bug going on in your life. Get a little triple bug. I don't know if it works for 3. It definitely works for 2. So you get plus 20 damage. And I still want to do it. I want to find a nice Pokey plan. Now's probably the time, right? Axies are cheap as hell. Everything's down. Bitcoin's down. The whole crypto market is down. Get ready for 2022. The beginning of 2022, starting off weak. Everything's down. Where we're going? Nobody knows. We ain't stacking fiat. That's for damn sure. All right, next nerf on the table today is the Hot Booty Spicy Surprise. Gets a -10 attack, down from 90-50 to 80-50. So -10 on the attack. Hot Butt just broke out on the scene out of nowhere. Totally replaced Carrot. And I hope to see Carrot on this list, because they nerfed the shit out of Carrot. Nobody fucking plays it anymore. It's just garbage compared to Spicy Butt. So if they make them do the same, like 80 damage each, that's probably good. 80-50, right? Buff Carrot. So Carrot does 70-40, I think. If they made it do 80-50, that might be better, dude. Let me look, actually. Let me peek ahead. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, Carrot is on the list, but it's only getting an attack buff, not a shield buff. All right, well, hey, little by little, it starts somewhere. So Hot Butt, not mad, too mad at it. It's going to take away if you're trying to use it for damage in the back line, maybe in the early and mid rounds. Trying to use Hot Butt, maybe on a disable Saurus or whatever they're called. It's going to still do the disable the mouth cards on the Axie next round. But the 90 damage on class was still pretty significant, smacking. Now it's only going to do 80, so it's not going to be enough. Still useful, though. Oh, and the next card, finally. I mean, I've been calling for this nerf forever. Eggshell! Eggshell gets nerfed down from 120 to 110 damage. It should do 100. Should do 90. Okay? It's too damn good. It's a taunt. You look at this, apply aroma on this Axie until next round as a debuff, as many do. But in reality, it's a taunt. You get to choose when to use it. Sure, there's certain circumstances where it's not good and you'd rather not pull aggro. But in the most cases, you're gonna choose to use this when you seem fit or when you deem fit. Come on now. It's a good card. It's a taunt. It's not a debuff. It's a freaking taunt. How it did 120 for this long, I'll never know. But it should do 90, 100. It should got nerfed even more. It's still strong at 110. Make it 100. Let's test it at 100 and see how it goes. That might be the sweet spot. But like I said, it's super duper strong, especially when you pair it with Pigeon Post. I mean, dude, you just control the tempo. It's taunt. It's a taunt. Super good. So that gets a slight nerf, -10 attack. Next up is Bone Sail. Bone Sail, real good. Goes from 80-80 to 70-70. Oh, you know, that sucks, man. Because Bone Sail, that's one of my favorite cards, kind of. Like, under the radar. It's been under the radar forever, but people started using it, I think, in Season 19. It's just a good card. It attacks. It gives you big shield, and you draw a card. I like card draw. But it had enough damage, like on class. If you had it on a Dusk or a Reppy with 80 damage on class. But now it's getting nerfed to 70 damage. I don't like it. Look at Hot Butt. Hot Butt's 80-50. This is 77, 70. I don't know. It's all right. It's probably still going to be good, though. Also, the description change fixed a bug where playing 2 Bone Sails and having shield broken only resulted in drawing 1 card. All right, well, that's good. So now if you play 2 Bone Sails in the same round and the shield breaks, you will draw 2 cards as intended. Okay, and here's the stupidest balance change of the week. Calling it now, seeing this card. I mean, what are they doing over there? Like, when this Cactus Cactus was buffed last week. And I said it, or not last week, last season. They buffed it, and I was like, for what? Why are you buffing Cactus? For what? Cactus is in a great spot. Why are you buffing it? I was like, all right, whatever, we'll take it. But then I was like, yo, I hope they don't buff this shit. I then nerf this shit. And what do? They buff it and nerf it. It looks like they took it from 115 damage back to 110. And I think that's where it was before they buffed it. But this just shows like the back and the forth, I wonder if the people that balance, do they even play the game? Why? Because Cactus, it made absolutely no sense. Cactus was doing like 170 damage or something crazy. 165, something ridiculous to birds and aquas if the trigger procs for deal 120% damage if this Axie attacks last. Why did it need a buff? It was good as hell. It was already good. It was like perfect. It was great. It is great. It's a good ass card. So why the buff? I don't understand the reasoning. I didn't understand it at the time. And now that they're coming back in the next patch, immediately after they buffed it, to nerf it, just proves me right that, yo, maybe I know a little something, because that was the I called it out in my video when I did the patch notes for season 19, and bam, son, calling it out right now. Here we go, back to Cactus. So whatever, stupid. At least they didn't nerf it too hard, right? Like, that's what I was afraid of. They buff it, then they nerf it into the dirt. Like, dude, just leave it. It's good. Just leave it. Next nerf is Pincer. So it's still keeping the 20 damage, which is already weak as shit. But now you have to pair it with another card. So randomly discard 1 card from your enemy's hand when comboed with another card. So that's fine. I don't mind that. I mean, all the cards probably should be like that, like Sirius. That's probably the first thing they should try. Pincer, though, it needs to do more damage. 20 damage ain't shit. Make it do 30 damage. There has to be some sort of baseline. Like, you know, in Magic the Gathering, it's like 1 mana for 2 damage. 1 mana for a card draw. Like, 1 card equals 1 mana. There has to be something like 1 energy equals X damage. 1 energy equals this. 0 energy equals this. Like, there has to be some sort of legend or baseline where everything equals something instead of just going all over the place with these balances. And I know that's linear, and that's like, maybe some might say that's boring, but that gives you a baseline to balance everything off of. We'll see what happens though in Battles version 2 when that comes out. I think that's coming out this year. So Pincer, it's not bad. I still think, though, I'm still mad about the nerf from the 20 damage. If you have a Pincer Parasite combo, it really doesn't do shit. You know, the discard's good when you have multiples of them, but it ain't that good, especially in the back. You know, I would like them to revamp that. When it's one-on-one, you draw too many cards, so the discard ain't shit. Everybody got a 0 cost card back there. You draw 3 cards around. They're just going to play all 3 cards. And you're discarding into an empty hand. It's terrible late game. Terrible. So I would do more damage on it. Oh God, here we go. Look at this. The next nerf. Oh my goodness. Come on now. What is going on here? Parasite? Parasite's getting a nerf from 90-50 to 80-50. And randomly discard 1 card from your enemy's hand when comboed with another card. You have to combo Parasite. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. That is straight ridiculous with Parasite. Yo, I could see Pincer has to be comboed. It's a 0 cost card. Allow it. But Parasite and you're nerfing it down to 80-50? Come on now. Come on. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. Nah. All right, next nerf is Aranda. Aranda goes from 120-30 to 110-25. Well, now, you know what? Dude, Aranda was not as good as Star. So the fact that Aranda did extra damage made it better than Star. Because ending... See, they're just like rolling around. Some of these balance changes make absolutely 0 sense. This makes no sense. Star and Aranda used to do the same damage. Star was way better. Ending target's last stand, Aranda, is way worse than preventing an Axie going into last stand. So the fact that Aranda did more damage to Star made a lot of sense. And now they buff Star. I'm looking down here. They buff Star to do more damage than Aranda. What the fuck? Dumb! Fucking dumb, dude. Makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't know who's doing these fucking balances, but they keep tripping over themselves. They make a balance and then they come back to the next fucking patch and they change it back. The fuck? I get it. You're testing, you're balancing, but some things are clear to see. Obviously, I'm calling them the fuck out. And I'm being proven right by the fucking dudes swinging it back the other way the very next patch. I mean, that's just what happens though when you get like real big. The game got huge, and now I don't know who's doing it, but apparently whoever's doing it, hey, like I said, the balance has been pretty good, but some of these fucking changes, they make 0 sense, and you could see by them adjusting every single week the same fucking cards. Like, yo, you gonna find a sweet spot for this or what? Like, you're buffing shit, then you're nerfing it back to back. You're nerfing shit, then you're buffing it back to back. Like, do you just want a wiggly wobbly meta like that? Is that the whole thing? You want shit to be changing, or do you really want to find balance for these cards and create a stable meta? You know, I don't know what the fucking goal is, but hey, if you've been playing Axie for a while, I know you fucking agree with this shit, because you can see the cards get nerfed or buffed, and then the very next patch they get nerfed or buffed, and then the very next patch they get nerfed or buffed, and then the very next patch they get nerfed or buffed. It's like the same cards we keep seeing every fucking patch. What and why? You trying to find balance, or you just trying to fucking shake everything up every fucking patch note? That's what it seems like to me. Anyway, Shrimp is the last nerf on the list. Goes from 30-30 to 25-30. So -5 attack. Sure. I mean, these cards that target, prioritize farthest target, dark swoop, attack the fastest enemy, they don't have to do any damage. You know, they're there to target. So make them all do 10. You know, that's what I would say. Like, get a baseline on all these shits. And just start balancing from that baseline, and then gear it up or down. All right, so there's some orange ones here, so that just means I don't think it's a buff or a nerf. It's just an adjustment. So Scarab 110-40, which I was calling for a Scarab buff forever. Finally got one. Now Scarab is considered a true debuff. All right, that's good. So it'll work with, I guess, Feather Fan. It'll work with Thorny. And Biden's. Ooh, does that make Biden's better though? Oh, Biden's Zigzag, Biden's Blood Taste. Get that anti-heal off me. That's interesting. So making Scarab like this is definitely interesting because now it could be shaken off if it is, in fact, a true debuff. So that's pretty interesting. All right, next up is Arko. Arko's still keeping 100. Oh, it's getting nerfed a little bit, so it's losing 5 shield. So it's going from 150 to 145 shield. 100 attack, 45 shield. Apply speed plus to this Axie for 2 rounds when comboed with another card. You know, I have a feeling about Arko that it's somebody's pet project. Somebody really likes Arko because they keep making it good. Arko's really good. Arko came out of nowhere to be good when they made it speed. And it's just been seeing a lot of love. I mean, this just seems too good. You're making it like Koi now. You're making it better than Koi. Koi has to be comboed with a Aqua card to proc the speed plus. Arko just has to be comboed with another card. So somebody really likes Arko, and it's good. I mean, that's super good. How does it get that? It should be apply speed plus to this Axie for 2 rounds when comboed with anybody? A beast card. Right, make it like that. Then you'd have some balance. But now you're making it with any card. You're making it too good. Now maybe you could say, okay, Koi, what's Koi do? 110? You could say that's the difference. Okay, I buy that. But then you could also say, well, plants, you know, Aqua moves, not good. All right, whatever. I'll accept it with 110. But I still think Arko is better than Koi. Better than Koi. Somebody really likes Arko. All right, the last one in the orange here is Little Branch. Little Branch keeps the same stats, 125, 20, but now it increases critical strike chance by 20% if comboed with 2 plant cards. So comboed, not chained. Right here it says increase crit chance by 20% if chained or comboed with a plant card. And everybody was like, what? I had no idea. I was like, is it chained? Is it comboed? Who knows? But why are they making it so hard? Comboed with 2 plant cards. Well, you know what? I mean, it does do 125 damage. So that is already strong as hell on a beast move. So get ready to see plants, which we already have seen, but plants with Little Branch and 2 other plant moves, if not 3 or 4, 5, 6, right? Because eyes and ears are coming. And pokey plants, you know? I mean, is that going to make Kestrel better? It might make Kestrel better, but you know, Kestrel doesn't really do much to plants, so there's that. That's kind of my argument against Koi. And we all know that plants, dusks, actually just dusks really, but dusks, reptiles, and plants in that order are the most OP classes in the game. Dusk, reptiles, I mean, dude, come on. They're the best. They're just the best classes. So it pays to have a beast move more often than having an aqua move. Yeah. Is straight up do. All right, now we're gonna hop into the buffs. We're gonna hop into the buffs now. Here's a perfect example of something that gets nerfed and then gets buffed the very next season. Probably all these probably all these on the list. I don't know. All right, Risky Fish, the first buff goes from 105 attack 20 shield to 105 25, so plus 5 shield. For real, bruh? For real? Plus 5 shield. What in the freak? All right, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's fine. It's good. Shoal Star gets a buff. It gets plus 5 attack and plus 5 shield. So it goes to a 115 attack and 15 shield. Now it's just better than Aranda, strictly. Strictly better than Aranda. Why? Why does Shoal Star do more damage than Aranda? It makes no sense. The ability, the description, target cannot enter last stand if this card brings its HP to 0. Star is better than Aranda. and target's last stand. Aranda should do more damage than Star. They made that change. They had it right, but now they changed it back and now it's wrong. Star is better than Aranda. The ability on Star is better than Aranda's ability. Aranda, therefore, should do more damage. I mean, I love Star. Star is one of my favorite moves, but I'm just calling out if I want it to be balanced. I mean, I like the animation. I like the look. I mean, look, it's a fucking Axie getting a fucking ninja star, a starfish to the dome. You know, and it's cool. Show Star, right? KO! It's like Kestrel, headshot. Like, I like those types of cards. They're like glass cannons. But Aranda should be better. I know it's got fucking plus 10 shield. So what? It should do 120. Aranda, keep it at 120. Was it too powerful? Come on now. Was it? I don't know. I mean, are we not allowed? Maybe that's the balance too. I could agree with that. Where the bird and the aqua moves are getting toned down because beasts, mechs have less health. Bugs, they have higher health, but let's just go with it. They do get fucked up by aquas and birds. And then plants, reptiles, dusk have higher health, so they're going to increase the beast move, the bug damage, you know, increase their damage since their countering class has more health. So the beasts and the bugs are supposed to counter the plants, the dusks, and the reppies. But since the plants, dusks, and reppies have more health, allow for the bugs and the beasts to do more damage. I get that if that's the way they're going, but I don't think so because they're nerf and parasite, pincer into the ground. I mean, what else does a bug have? Bugs need... they have utility, you know, discard and everything, but I just don't think it's strong enough. Especially when you're nerfing it to randomly discard one card from your enemy's hand when comboed with another card and you're reducing the damage. What? Yo! That seems like it's too much to me. All right, next up we got Cuckoo! Cock-a-doodle-doo, which has no in-game animation. Last I checked, he just fucking cocks with the quickness. Hey, babe, can I get a drink on this? Thank you. I tried to catch you, but I was ranting. Gets plus 5 shield, so it goes from 35 shield, or from 30 shield up to 35 shield. All right, Cupid. What's Cupid getting? Cupid's getting a buff. It's getting plus 10 shield. So it's gonna get plus 10 shield. Hey, that's cool. I mean, it does 120 damage. Are they trying to nerf? Hey, I just had an idea. I just had a theory where they were trying to nerf Aqua and bird damage down, and they don't want anything at 120, but no, that's not the case because here you go. Cupid does 120 damage. I don't mind the buff though. Give it plus 10 shield. Y'all gonna need it. All right, lagging is the next. Lagging? No, lagging. Gets a buff here. For what? I don't know. It goes from 30 damage to 35 damage. Was lagging in a bad spot? The Determinators need any help? Oh yeah, dude. I didn't see any nerf to Terminator. Oh, what the fuck? What? I didn't see any nerf. Oh shit. Thorny didn't get nerfed. Chomp didn't get nerfed. So Terminator's just gonna roll it down. Terminator's just gonna run the ranks. Thank you. Terminator's just gonna hold it down and fuck up all my brews and pigeonhole me into a narrow path how to brew to get around Terminators because they're so damn debilitating. They cut down all the funky shit you want to do, and basically if you want to beat a Terminator you need a zero cost card. What the fuck? You need a zero cost card now. Every Axie needs to have a zero cost card. You're seeing it in the high ranks. Everybody's got a zero cost card. Is that the meta? Come on now. Allow for some fucking expansion. Allow for brews. That's what I like to do. Keep it funky. But they're not keeping it funky, man. They're keeping it fucking skunky, man. They're keeping it fucking skunky. Now, I do like that skunk, but damn. That shit stinks. Come on now. Come on. This was supposed to be the Terminator Nerf Season 20, but no. The fuck? All right, Whisper. Silent Whisper. This was an obvious buff. Heal front teammate for 120. If there's no teammates, heal this Axie instead. Oh, I better see Strawberry on this list too. I better see Strawberry. So now it won't just heal the front teammate. It'll heal this Axie instead, which is good. So it's like a Rosebud. It heals for 120 instead of 190. This is good. Obvious buff here, but I don't see Strawberry on the list. Why don't I see Strawberry on this list of buffs? Come on. Strawberry? I know people were running shit with what? With what? Nemo. Zero cost card. It's the only way you can run a Strawberry. Come on now. Strawberry needs a buff, man. Zero cost cards are OP, man. You heard it here first. Zero cost cards, OP. They're bullshit. You look at every fucking team down there. Every team's got a zero cost card in the top. It's the only way to have a back Axie with a zero cost card. It's damn near the only way or the best way to beat a fucking Terminator with Snail Shell Chomp. You need a zero cost card. And you're seeing it everywhere. Not only the back Axie has a zero cost card, which has been a staple forever, but now the mid and the front line. Fuck it. Throw a Biden's on my fucking tank. That's what you're seeing now. And yeah, of course, it's because of fucking poison meta, but it's also because zero cost cards are good as hell. Come on now. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell nah, bro. I am not seeing this. Tiny Dino. Okay, I thought this was fucking Chomp. I'm about to freak the fuck out. I thought Chomp got a fucking buff. Hell nah. But it's Tiny Dino. Woo! Damn. Tiny Dino. All right, I can dig that. Gets a +5 attack. So from 80 attack to 85 attack. Tiny Dino is good. I wish they would rework the card where deal 150 damage after round 4. Maybe in the early rounds, gain something shield, percentage shield before round 4, so it's like a you got a plus shield in the early game, you got a plus attack in the late game. Now sure, that sounds really fucking good, and it is. So you would just reduce the stats, maybe it wouldn't do 150 damage, you would do something less, and the shield would be a little less, but I think that would be cool, and it would allow more variation, which is what I'm interested in the game. Variation, different brews, a ton of different teams. Not everybody's got to have a zero cost card. Not everybody's got to have a Termi. Not everybody's got to have fucking Soothing Song. Not everybody's got to have Egg Bomb. You know? You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's got to have Sirius. Not everybody's got to have fucking Biden's. Not everybody's got to have Grass Snake. Going on and on and on. So that would allow for Tiny Dinos to be the main tank, the #1 tank, if there was an early game use. Now, I'm not totally against this card just staying the way it is because it is still a good card. I think it's an underrated card. Tiny Dino is. But I would just like to see, and I think there's an opportunity to make this a little different. All right, Hermit, next up. Hermit gets a buff. So Hermit goes from 115 shield to 120 shield. Yep, I like it a lot. I would even say you could buff it more or not. I mean, let's rock it at 120, see how it goes. But you have a problem running this on your main tank because you only get +1 health compared to +3. And it gives you that +3 speed, which kind of screws you if you're trying to be a 31 speed Sirius. It helps you if you're trying to be a Zigzag tank, a healing tank, because then you can get all first. It helps you if you're trying to be a Cute Bunny Terror Chomp tank, because then you could get all first. So we'll see. I love it. I think it's a good card. I always liked Hermit to cut down on Rimps. Rimps have been in the game since day one. They've been popular since day one. So Hermit seemed like an easy, nice counter for me. And it's such a satisfaction, a high satisfaction, a good feeling when you time it just right. You play a Hermit and your opponent plays 4 cards like a Rimp, Ronin, Imp, or something like that. And you're just like, oh, suck it. Just beautiful. All right, next up we got Bamboo Shoot, Bamboo Clan. This card was already super good. Let's see what happens here. All right, Bamboo Shoot gets plus 10 shield. So it goes from 70 shield to 80 shield. Increases 20% damage when chained with another plant card. Yeah, I think this is another underrated card too. I mean, does it have the most shield for a horn in game? Probably. I don't know. Increasing the damage, maybe flip it and say increase the shield, then you would really fucking see this card taken off. But they do buff it, gain it, give it plus 10 shield, and you probably will start to see more Bamboo Shoot. I know I have a bunch of teams that had Bamboo Shoot. It was one of my cool cards that I used. Look, you got 3 fucking plants here chilling, and they're just screaming at you. Make a team with us. Make a brew with us, dog. We all got the Bamboo Shoot. We the Bamboo Clan. Make a brew with us, dog. And I did, and I tried it, and it fucking sucked. So it used to have to chain with a or used to have to combo with a plant card. Or no, actually, it used to have to chain with an actual bamboo. You used to actually have to play bamboo on one Axie and bamboo on another. Then they changed it to just chain with another plant card, which is awesome. And now it's gonna get an extra shield, which is really awesome. So I think we're definitely gonna see more Bamboo Shoot dudes. If it gained 20% shield instead of damage, oh my goodness. You would definitely see this shit everywhere, but we'll take the damage. Still decent. All right, Cloud. Oh, Cloud gets a buff. All right, interesting. I'm curious to see what happened to Cloud. Okay, hey, pretty good. It gets plus 10 attack, so from 100 attack to 110 attack, and minus 10 shield, so down from 50 to 40 shield. I like it. I like it a lot. I know I have one Rip Beast out there that has a Puffy Smack Cloud booty. And I know that's going to be a welcome sight. Plus 10 attack. Who cares about the shield, right? Shield up. The shield and attack are not congruent. One attack does not equal one shield. They do not pair up like that. So I said that from day one too. 10 attack does not equal 10 shield. Doesn't work like that. Attack is way better than shield. Way better. Because it's about bursting your opponent's Axies down. So who cares about the shield? I don't know what the number is. Maybe it's 20 shield equals 10 attack. I don't know if it's double. But it's certainly 1 for 1. With the type of game that Axie is. That's for damn sure. All right, Hungry Bird. Hungry Bird getting a buff. Let's go. It's going from 110.40 to 120.30. So the same happening to Hungry Bird as did with Cloud. Okay, here's what's going to happen now. This is what you're going to see. Hungry Bird is a good card now. 120 damage. Yeah. It still was a decent card at 110, but now that it's 120, it's way moving up on the tier list. You're going to see Hungry Bird with the tail post-fight. The tail that takes 20 damage from yourself or whatever it is. Oh, post-fight. Yeah, all-out shot. Inflict 30% of this Axie's max HP to itself. So look, you're going to see post-fight Hungry Bird. Because Hungry Bird, and I wanted to try this combo before anyway, but now I definitely think you're going to see it because it just got buffed. Unless, did the post-fight tail get nerfed? No, it didn't. All right, so Hungry Bird targets a bug class enemy if this Axie's HP is below 50. So that works really good with the tail. You beat yourself down a little bit. Now all of a sudden you got a bird that's chilling, or any class really that's chilling. They got less health, and they could lead with the Hungry Bird and blow up a bug at any moment. It turns Hungry Bird into like a turn up for bugs. Now, of course, you got to do some work. What do you got to use? You got to use the post-fight twice to get it to go. So it takes a little bit of time. But we already see it with the post-fight Axie Kiss, where they reduce their health to enable lethal. And that takes 3, I believe. 3 post-fights to enable that, which is a pain in the ass. That's why I never liked that combo. But Hungry Bird is better because it's only 50% trigger. You only have to be below 50% to trigger the Hungry Bird. Now, it's not as good as lethal, so that makes sense. Because what if there is no bug on the battlefield, right? Crit lethal can go on any Axie, so I get that. But it's just easier to enable, and it seems like it's a fun combo to make. These are the things that I want to look at. All right, next up we got Trump. 45. Trump gets a buff. +5 attack. Going from 120 to 125. We're probably going to see Trump here. Probably one of the last chain combos in the game. One of the last chain cards. We got Bug Signal. We got Trump. What else we got? I'm not sure. Bamboo left. Merry Legion left. What else we got? I mean, so make it good. Make them good. Bug Signal should be buffed on here too. They kept nerfing Bug Signal. So 125.30, yeah. Let's see what's up. I want to see some Trump teams. Air Force One flying through the air. I think this will also pick up in popularity. Confident. The next buff is Confident. +10 shield. Okay. And then I got Lagging listed again. So Lagging's listed twice. Hey, man, what the freak? All right, next up we got Potato Leaf. Potato Leaf. Oh, that goes to 80-80. So just like Bamboo Clan goes to 80-80. Gets +10 attack. So 80 attack, 80 shield, Potato Leaf. Is it good? Yeah, it's fucking good. It's good, especially if you got, let's see, cannot be targeted by aquatic cards if this Axie has teammates remaining. I mean, what do? You put a Dusk in the mid? You put a watering can in the mid? I mean, that's crazy. You'd have to time that. I thought about that, having a Potato Leaf on my main tank, timing it just right, playing a watering can on my mid, but dude, who the fuck? That is so difficult and such a tight corner case that setting up your team for that is probably not worth it. Unless you got other synergies going. But that's just something I always thought about. Like, oh, I'm going to get these motherfuckers. But it still works really good if you got low on health. I think it works really good with a Rosebud, a Shiitake, any type of heal, Zigzag, Blood Taste. You could heal with a Potato Leaf. It works just like a Egg Bomb works. You pull the aggro, you get the aggro off you, then you could do your heals. So Potato Leaf, I think it's going to be really good. Always thought it was underrated, but it's just high situational. That's why. Because they can even trick you. If they don't lead with an Aqua, but they even have an Aqua, they'll still blow your ass up. They'll still target you. So let's say they lead with a Beast move, then they go Aqua card. It will still blow your Potato Leaf up. They have to lead with an Aqua to trigger Potato Leaf. But I still think it's good. Put a plant in the middle. Put a Dusk, a Reptile in the middle. And I do have a team like that, actually, that had Potato Leaf tank with a plant in the middle, and the mid plant had Zigzag. So it was kind of like a controlling long-term type of game, end game type of build, and it did pretty well. But then Terminators came along, and now if you don't have a zero cost card, you fucking suck. And I'm surprised that they're not doing anything to change that. Really fucking sucks. All right, Ivory Stab gets another buff. Thank you. Gets +10 attack, up to 90 attack, 30 shield. Good. Buff Imp. Finally. I mean, they nerfed it so hard, and now they're like buff after we just nerfed the shit out of it. All right, next up is Neurotoxin. About damn time, Neurotoxin. But look, they give it a shield. Oh my goodness, what the freak? Neurotoxin gets +10 shield, up from 55 to 65. Come on! Neurotoxin! Man, I agree with the buff, but I wanted +10 attack. All right, I guess we gotta deal with that. Next up, Catfish. +10 attack, 90. Oh, Catfish is gonna be fucking good. Yo, Catfish is gonna be good, dude. How about a double Anemone Catfish? Is that too much? Triple heals? That's probably too much. But 90 attack? That ain't bad. All right, we talked about this earlier. Carrot. That's not how you spell carrot, Doug. Carrot, +10 attack. Goes back up to 80 damage. Thank you. We needed it. Carrot is better now. Let's go, Carrot. Hell yeah. All right, Raven. Ooh, Raven's seeing a buff. Okay, pretty good. You know, I was wondering when this would come because they gave Tadpole The tail, 120. They buffed Tadpole, and then they just left Raven, the second Jinx ink blot out there, just chilling at 110. But now Raven gets buffed up from 110 attack to 120 damage, and it makes it good. Now all those Raven, I got a plant with Raven. Oh damn, he about to smack him. Smack him. All right, Gerbil gets a buff actually. So Gerbil smacks dudes from 40 damage up to 50 damage. Fine, you know, it's all right. I don't mind if all the targeting cards go down, but they're buffing this one up. And then once people start using it, they're gonna nerf it. Fuck. The fuck. Whatever though. All right, Feather Fan needs a rework, and it looks like we kind of got a rework. Damn, it goes from 40 attack, 90 shield, flip flop, up to 80 attack and 50 shield. Good. That's good. It'll be useful now on birds. It'll actually be useful. Because 80 damage ain't too bad. Make it 90 damage. Shit. Make it 90-40. Should have just totally reversed it. Don't be scared, homie. All right, we're almost wrapping up here. Next one, we got Caterpillars. Caterpillars gets a buff, right? What'd I say when they buffed it up? I was like, nah. That's not enough. Buff it more. And what do they do? Buff it more. Goes from 110, 50... or 150 to 110 attack, 60 shield. Ooh, Caterpillars. Let's get some of that. I got a bug with Caterpillars. Oh yeah, you gotta fear that bug now. He going crazy. All right, last card on the list for the buff. Timber goes from 80-80 to 90-80. Timber 2. I want to see Timber. I want to see Timber out here, dude. You're gonna see some Timber plants. You definitely gonna see some Timber plants out here. Timber tanks. Yeah. Hey, they're making Timber good, man. All right. And also there was a couple other changes here. Skill change. Bonus damage equals card damage. Skill times 0, 50 what, blah. So they tell you the formula divided by 100. So it's a percentage change of base damage addition. Okay. Sure. Make skill useful. Also crit max. Max crit damage at 200%. To prevent high morale being OP in PvE. Well, no one gets rewarded for anything PvE, do they? So who cares, right? Isn't everything PvP? Oh no, but not this. Hey, I'm all for balance, but running circles, I know it ain't easy, but running circles just, it's a little frustrating. All right, well, what do y'all think about this? Let me know what y'all think about the changes. I'm totally shocked. Disappointed that Terminator wasn't addressed because the low-level brews are hamstrung by Terminator being so effective and being so prevalent. They're everywhere. But that's just my thought. Let me know what y'all think. All right, that's going to be it for this one. Thank y'all for watching. Later.